So we're looking at a special privileged view of the pilgrim entering the Temple of the Tooth. This is the Buddha on top of the mountain overlooking the whole city of Kandi. This lake was made by one of the king who decided at one time that the temple needed a lake. So this is actually an artificial lake. 17th century, one king decided, I need a lake, so thousands of people started digging. I am standing in front of the statue of the Buddha, which represents the Buddha preaching his first sermon in Sarnath 2,500 years ago. That's where he turned the wheel, and that's where he brought his message of love, peace, and enlightenment. This is actually a replica from a famous statue in Sarnath, India, and this statue was made in Sarnath from the sandstones of the region. Is the Temple of the Tooth a reality? Is the tooth the actual tooth of the Buddha? For the believers in Buddhism who come here every day by the thousands, it is a great spiritual experience. Is it actually the tooth of the Buddha? That there is no way to know. There has been a tremendous amount of stories related to the tooth. The tooth has been stolen at one point. Some people tried to destroy the tooth. And for hundreds of years, whoever controlled the tooth, whoever possessed the tooth in Sri Lanka was also in possessions of the power over the whole island of Sri Lanka. So the symbolic meaning of the tooth of the Buddha is extremely important. Be the real tooth of the Buddha or something else. There is no way to know. But for sure, the devotees of the Buddha that come here from all around the world have, with their faith, an increased spiritual experience of what Buddhism is all about. I'm in front of one of the entrance of the Temple of the Tooth. This silver door actually takes you inside where you can take a staircase to go to the actual temple where the relic is on the second floor. So we are about to go visit the most holy relic in Sri Lanka, the Temple of the Tooth. What you're seeing behind me is the actual door of the temple where the tooth is kept. In a few minutes we are going to get in line to see the actual container of the Temple of the Tooth. All day long, devotees of the Buddha sit here in total awe and respect. So this is the lineup where the devotees lined up in the morning and in the evening to get to the temple of the tooth that will open at exactly 9:30. And then the devotees are allowed to look at the sacred container of the temple of the tooth for a few seconds. So we're getting closer to the actual door where we will see the actual container of the tooth of the Buddha. For more than an hour, thousands of pilgrims are standing in line to see the tooth. We are actually looking at the container of the tooth itself. Thousands of pilgrims go in front of it every day. So this is a series of pictures that explain this is when they actually burn the body of the Buddha and they recover the tooth. Someone called Arahat Kema, a saint, picked up the tooth. He gave the tooth to King Brahma Datta of Kalinga in India. And that's where the worship of the relic started. King Brahmadatta constructed a very special temple adorned with pearls and gems for the sacred relic. Over the centuries, Emperor Pandya decided to destroy the relics, try to crush it with an hammer. But the relic rose in the sky and shined like a brighting star. So it was a great miracle, so they decided to keep the tooth. So the Emperor Pandya, having seen the miracle, became a convert and obtained the relic from Prince Siddhantadatta. He made him his son-in-law, and he gave the relics to Princess Imamala in marriage. So the king Guhuseva sent Siddhantadatta Imamala to Sri Lanka to protect the tooth relics from Prince Bhagineya, who was waging a war in India. So the relic arrived to Sri Lanka, and in 301 AD, I'm a few feet from the Temple of the Tooth. And here we have a temple dedicated to Kali. For thousands of years, Buddhism and Hinduism have been living side by side in Sri Lanka. And people from all over India come here to worship Sri Durga. So the banyan tree has been sacred in the Hindu religion and in the Buddhist religion. I am a couple hundred feet from the sacred temple of the Tooth in Kandi, Sri Lanka. And one of the duties of the pilgrim is to come and give water to the sacred banyan tree. Devotees of the Buddha come and burn lamp. And for thousands of years, the same custom has been present in the Buddhist tradition.